Khalistani sympathizer and Waris Punjab de chief Amritpal Singh along with several of his supporters declared war against the Punjab police today by descending on the Ajnala police station while protesting the arrest of his aide in a kidnap and assault case. Khalistan supporters armed with swords and big sticks broke through the barricades and entered the police station. They vandalized police vehicles, attacked the police station, injuring several cops. Look at these visuals on your TV screens, viewers. These men armed with swords can be seen breaking the barricades, beating up the cops. And as Amritpal and his supporters continued to enjoy this free run, the pro-Khalistan preacher gave an 1-hour ultimatum to the government and said if they didn't cancel the FIR registered against him and his close aides in the next 1 hour, the administration will be responsible for whatever happens next. What was shocking thereafter is very, very concerning. But first, listen in to Amritpal's threat to the Punjab Sarkar.
ਇਹ ਅਪੀਲ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੰਗਤ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ ਹੈ, ਇੱਥੇ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੜ ਆਇਆ ਪਿਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ ਦਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੀ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀ ਦੇ ਮੇਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਰਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਬੁੱਕਣ ਬਸੰਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਵੇਰ ਦਾ ਨਜ਼ਰਬੰਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਾਸੀ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਨਤੀਜਾ ਹੈ। ਅਗਲਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਅਜਨਾਲੇ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਗੁਲਾਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਵਤੀਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਥਾਣੇਦਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਤਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁਣੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਗੇ। ਬਸੰਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਛੁਡਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਗੇ। ਸਾਰੇ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀ ਦੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਗੇ। ਸ਼ਾਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਸਜਣਗੇ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ।
Believe it or not, the police has partially surrendered, quote-unquote surrendered to his demand by declaring that his close aide Tufan, who was earlier arrested and against whose arrest law was taken for a ride early this morning by a sea of supporters, the same close aide of Amritpal Singh will be released tomorrow. Listen in to this abject surrender by the state of Punjab.
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲਵਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਫੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਡਿਸਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ ਜੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਆਧਾਰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੁਕੱਦਮੇ ਦੀ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਟ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਜੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗਲੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਲਵਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਜੀ।
In fact, earlier in a mega exclusive, Times Now also confronted Amritpal Singh. He not only openly threatened the Union Home Minister, but also said that Khalistan is their right. The pro-Khalistan preacher also dared that he will resort to violence as the last means if his demands weren't met.
Why do you think Khalistan is a bad thing? In a democracy, we have right to self-determine. We have right to, say that we want a separate country in a peaceful manner. I didn't say in anything. Amit Shah said he will crush the Khalistan movement. His statement is anti-democratic. There is no violent movement going on. There is an elected MP official who runs campaign for Khalistan. He was elected from Sangrur. So when Amit Shah, being a home minister of the country, says he will crush the movement, I didn't say that. I didn't threaten him. I said welcome. I said the consequences, what happened when Indira Gandhi did the same thing. It's not about just Indira Gandhi's murder. No, going to form a Khalistan in peaceful manner is nothing a wrong thing. I am being threatened by a home minister for asking something that's my democratic right. So that's the problem. They don't understand our identity. I request from your channel to understand the Sikh identity. It's very unique and different. It has nothing to do with Hinduism. It has nothing to do with Islam or any other thing. So I want to say the peaceful movement will remain peaceful until you don't suppress us. And it's not a threat, it's a fact. Anywhere in the world, when you suppress someone's voice, then they don't use voice, then they use hands. When you close somebody's mouth, they will use something else.
Well, when questioned about why the case sympathizer was still free, Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann recently said that he only appeals for calm. Listen in.
Punjab ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਬੌਂਡਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਲਈ ਮੰਨੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਾਤਾਂ ਪਾਤਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦਾ ਸਾਡੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਵੀ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦਾ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ 3 ਕਰੋੜ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਚੁਣਿਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਕ 'ਚ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਬਾਕੀ ਲਾਅ ਐਂਡ ਆਰਡਰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਿਲकुल सही है, कंट्रोल च है।
Remember, this is the man who calls Bhindra Wale his inspiration. Yes, I'm talking about Amritpal Singh. Not to forget, in December last year, Waris Punjab Day members vandalized the Kapurthala Gurdwara, and a video of sword-wielding men running amok on the streets of Punjab also surfaced back then. Just few days later, post that, Amritpal's men even vandalized the Jalandhar Gurdwara. Not just kidnapping or vandalism, this group is also linked to the murder of Shiv Sena leader Sudhir Suri. This man has no fear of the police or the courts. Just a few days back, this man also issued a veiled threat to the Union Home Minister, saying that no one can stop them from claiming what they say is their right. Let's quickly, on that note, open this up. We have Dr. Kamal Soi, spokesperson of the BJP, along with Mr. Ravi Srivastav, political analyst, with us. To you first, Mr. Srivastav, because what we have seen today in Amritsar at the Ajnala police station is just a small example of how serious the situation is and how worse it can get if these elements are left unchecked. But look at what the police did. Why did they surrender to these forces who were responsible for beating them up, thrashing them in public domain?
First of all, this problem is not confined to Punjab state alone. This is a national problem, and we have to understand how to handle it.
Sir, it's happened in Punjab today, so it very much is a Punjab problem. If we talk about the day's developments alone, and look at this. Look at the visuals and the details that we continue to get you. Amritpal Singh walking out of the police station, and that's the confrontational sequence that Times Now has. So we quickly play out this reaction, but before that, remember, the police has vowed to release one of his close aides tomorrow, who by the way was...
So sir, what is the final outcome? We have seen there is a lot of...
Outcome is the person we have arrested in this case. These people, they have given us a sufficient evidence that he is not present on the spot. So we are going to discharge him tomorrow, and the rest sit has been formed. And whatever the outcome of the sit will be, so we'll take action accordingly.
A lot of questions are being raised over the police. Why he was arrested? Because today Amritpal, he has clearly said that he is coming here. If there is anything against him, he can be arrested here. So why he was arrested by the police?
So as I have said, during investigation, evidence is on the file. So now the evidence which these people they have given, it is in his favor. So we're going to discharge him.
What I have learned, you have already said SIT has been formed. SIT has been formed for what? Now they are going to
investigate the case. To investigate the case.
But the second accused will be discharged. That is very clear.
Not the second. The only one accused who is arrested, he will be discharged. Because uska evidence, the evidence about him they have given. So we are satisfied that he is not present on the spot.
The way they have already said that tomorrow they are coming here, after discharging, that person will be brought by the police, and
we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you.
So, well, we can see that SSP, he has already cleared very clearly the accused who has been arrested in the FIR. He will be discharged. SIT has been formed to further investigate the matter. With Vijay, Nitin Prabhakar, this is Kristween China, 4 Times Now, Ajnala, Punjab.
All right, that's the first reaction from SSP Amritsar, saying that an SIT has been formed to probe the case further. But this is big in itself, viewers, because there you heard it from the SSP Amritsar, and Gurpreet joining us with a detailed analysis of the same. Gurpreet, the cop on record goes on to say that there is enough evidence to let go of this close aide of Amritpal Singh. Tomorrow he will be released.
Well, it's not Amritpal. What we have learned from SSP Tufan Singh, who has been arrested in this FIR, he is going to be discharged. What we have learned from SSP, he has clearly said that evidence which they had produced, Amritpal as well as other people, they had produced before the police. They are convinced with that evidence, and now they are decided to proceed further, and they are going to discharge the accused who has been arrested in this FIR. At the same time, we have seen the SSP has already said SIT, Special Investigation Team, has already been set to look into this matter to find out what was the allegation, who had given this complaint, and what was the motive for this whole incident which had taken place, and the FIR which has been registered. The main question which we had also confronted with the SSP, putting a question mark over the police functioning, why the police did not initiate an investigation earlier before arresting him. Otherwise, this chaos could have not be happened here. Now, what we have learned, the answer from the SSP, he said that on the basis of statement, this case has been registered, and after immediately a according to the law, he has been arrested. But we have seen Amritpal along with his followers.
So according to the law, he has been arrested, and now as per the SSP, according to the evidence, he will be discharged. Mr. Srivastav, how do you explain this free run?
Kristween, it is definitely a very serious issue, and I think let us wait what SIT comes out. But the fact is that as far as the Khalistan issue is concerned, they have got sympathizers sitting right in our parliament. That's what Amritpal has said, that the Sangrur MP is a Khalistan sympathizer. And not alone that, you have seen that all in Canada, whatever is happening over there, even the government of India is not able to take up diplomatically with the Canada government. Those are all sympathizers.
Sir, the Indian government is in touch with the Canadian authorities and Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and the problems with relations to the Khalistani elements there is being dealt with. That's one aspect of it. Let's not mix the issue here. This is very, very concerning. I don't want you to digress this evening. Just a plain, simple answer on if we do know this man's allegiance. It's well known to one and all. There's no denial about it, right? Why is it that his aide, having been arrested upon his ultimatum, he's being discharged tomorrow? Simple question, Mr. Srivastav.
No, Kristween, I think the Inspector General has made a statement on camera, on record. They stated that evidence has been produced that he was not physically present over there.
Sir, how is it that the evidence was produced immediately after Amritpal's threat? It's quite surprising to me. Dr. Soy, are you convinced? Are you convinced by what is happening with regards to the investigation?
I tell you, this government, Kejriwal has been saying from very beginning that I'm an anarchist. Once you label yourself as an anarchist and you are running Punjab being an anarchist, this is not the isolated incidents, I tell you. First it happened in Patiala, when Kali Mata Mandir was vandalized, and there was a mob which was throwing stones and brandishing swords and etc. And the firing was happening in the air. And since Bhagwant Mann took over, almost 250 people have been killed and murdered. Basically, about the Sidhu Moosewala murder, then Sandeep Ambiya, who was a kabaddi player, then similarly this case Suri was killed. Now, government of Punjab is not able to govern, I tell you. Reason being, this may be an intelligence failure. You do not know how many people are coming.
What explains this free run, Mr. Srivastav? These are the same people, the same set of people who in fact outnumbered the police personnel earlier in the day. Some of the cops have sustained injuries. They're currently undergoing treatment. They broke the barricades, crossed over the barricades, ghair out the police station, and the police is striking a negotiation, so to say, if I may, with the same people. Why? What is the fear? Why can't this be dealt with?
I think the BJP spokesperson is making a false statement of 250 people killed. Does he have any evidence of that? Nothing. But the fact is that...
Mr. Srivastav,
so let's address the issue at hand here. Mr. Srivastav, the issue at hand here is Amritpal, a known Khalistani sympathizer. His allegiance, like I said, is known to one and all. We don't need to get into his background. We don't need to get into his past record. But look at the kind of support that he's being given by so many people there. And the police lets it go, leaves it unchecked. You have any idea how dangerous...
The Home Minister makes a statement, I'll finish the Khalistan movement. Why the national government is not taking an action against them? This is their job to take an action against them.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks of a crackdown on Khalistani forces, and Amritpal on record goes on to say that this will not be tolerated. He is openly threatening the Home Minister. What else is one supposed to do? They're trying to crack down on it. They're trying to send out a message. But if the Punjab police is not going to be acting in that direction, what can be done, Mr. Srivastav?
No, I don't think so that there is any kind of a crackdown on those people. Nobody has shown any action from the government. I hope you sit
all action must be initiated from the central government, Dr. Kamal Soy. The Punjab police will not do anything against Khalistani elements because it's only going to be dealing with internal law and order problems, border related issues, internal security issues, Khalistani terror issues. They're not going to be dealing with that. Dr. Kamal Soy.
I tell you, Mr. Srivastav, maybe he is in Delhi or somewhere else. He doesn't know the ground reality, what is happening in Punjab. Punjab is at this point of time is under real anarchism. The police, nobody knows who's the chief minister. There are 4 people who are giving command to the police. I give you an example of an MLA.
And that's
of
one
Bathinda.
question with regards to not just the law and order situation, how this is a threat to our national security, Mr. Srivastav, that's going to be asked of the Aam Aadmi Party. Another such reaction coming in. Stay on with me, gentlemen. Rajavardhan Rathod taking to Twitter, he says, and I quote, "The rising number of crimes and terror activities happening under the nose of the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab is alarming. The state is going disarray thanks to the lack of leadership and accountability from Aam Aadmi Party. Massive failure or a planned way to throw Punjab to anarchy." And that's the question he's putting out. Mr. Srivastav, how would you respond to that? That's a question everybody in the country today is going to be asking, given what we've seen.
Let me tell all your viewers.
Comments on Twitter is a one thing, and running a state is another thing. So I think we should have a faith in the Maan government and see to it that they will control the law and order situation in a proper fashion.
Sir,
and
you know, we played out reaction of Bhagwant Maan as well. He says the law and order is in place. Everything is calm in the state of Punjab. This is nowhere close to being calm. All right, we'll continue to get more voices on that. This story not dying down anytime soon. But remember, given the allegiance of Amritpal Singh, this is very, very worrisome, because the cops negotiating with a man such as that, letting go of one of his close aides, certainly not setting the right precedent. We're going to quickly wrap up with that, head into a short break. We'll be right back.